Stay on with us. We're getting some breaking news on the broadcast, and this one is some big news that's coming in from Hyderabad. We are told that two Muslim women have been taken into custody after they were allegedly seen vandalizing a Durga statue in Hyderabad area of Hyderabad. They were in fact handed over by the locals who spotted them to the police. My colleague Swastika joins us for more. Swastika, just take us through what exactly has happened in this case. So why were they seen vandalizing this statue? Do we know about the credentials of these ladies who have been nabbed?
Well, this incident is being reported from Hyderabad area of Hyderabad. Right now, both the girls, believed to be between 20 to 23 years of age, are under police custody. And what the local cops tell us is that they're not cooperating, they're not revealing their names, they're not giving any details as to where they are coming from. And all of this because the fact that both of these girls earlier today tried to vandalize two different religious places. One, they were first seen outside a church where they tried to vandalize a statue of Mother Mary. And from there, about a few meters away in the same location itself, they went to a Durga pandal set up during the Navratri festival here. They tried to vandalize the statue there, and when they tried doing that, that is when they were accosted by a group of locals believed to be the officials of the pandal itself, who tried to question them and tried to sideline them, corner them. But when they tried to do that, we're given to understand that the girls, one of them tried to even retaliate. That is when the locals tried to dial the cops, and the cops arrived at the scene and have now taken them into custody. There were also reports that there could be possible links with the PFI. The police has categorically denied this at this point in time, saying the primary role as of now is to get more details out of these girls and then produce them before the court. So why they did what they did is something that is still under the purview of investigation.
So, Swastika, how do we know about their religious identity if they are not revealing their names?
Well, it is assumed, since they were all burqa clad, it is assumed that they belong to a particular religious community. But having said that...
So we do not know whether they are Muslim or not. So you are saying that they are yet not revealing their identity. We just know that they are burqa clad and they were dressed in a certain way, and they have vandalized not just the Durga statue but also a church. Is that right?
Not a church specifically, but yes, a statue of Mother Mary that was placed outside the church. This is what we picked up from the Hyderabad police. But yes, you're right. The details of the girls as to where they're coming from, what their names are, they're understanding that they're not cooperating with the police as of now. And then throughout the course of the day, perhaps we can get more details on the identities of these girls. But one thing we know is that they're about 22 to 23 years of age, and they were wearing burqa when they tried to vandalize both of these religious places.
Okay. Swastika, can you just tell us more about this place where this incident has been reported out of? We know two things right now, two burqa-clad women. They are in police custody. They tried to vandalize the Durga statue, and this is the Hyderabad area. If you can just take us through this area that we are talking about, what comes to the dominant residents there in the area. If you can just take our viewers through all of that.
Well, the jurisdiction falls under the Hyderabad police, which is again Hyderabad Police Commissionerate, and the incident is being reported from earlier today, where these two girls, first they went to a church in an area called Hyderabad, and this is where, all the Durga pandals and all are set up, because the entire city is decked up for Navratri, Durga Puja, Batukama celebrations, and we're given to understand that these girls went to a church. And outside the church, there was a statue of Mother Mary that they tried to deface. After that, they went to a Durga Mata Pandal, which is set up in the same area itself, where a group of locals first spotted them. And when they were very close to the idol, it was then seen that one of the girls tried to deface the statue, the lion, and then they tried to deface the Durga Mata statue as well.
Okay.
And that
this is a clear attempt to create unrest in the area from what Swastika is talking about. We will try and ascertain more details about the identities of these women, these two burqa-clad women who tried to not just deface the Durga statue but also the Mother Mary statue inside a church in the same area. Rahul Ishwar is now joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Ishwar, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. What do you make of all this that is coming out of Hyderabad area in Hyderabad?
It is absolutely painful and shocking. As an Indian, I am ashamed and sad that this happened in our land. And please remember, every religion should be respected. This is a very sensitive spot. As you know, Hyderabad has been facing some communal tensions from all sides in the past few years. So it's a very sensitive spot. There should be thorough investigation. And these people, whoever they are, 153A, 295A, trespassing on other property, such strong provision should be remarked. It's a very sensitive. This has a very probable chance of flaring up. So we should go very slow into it, and these people should definitely be mortally punished, and these people should be given strongest of actions, because otherwise it will create a bad taste in the mind of people. And there are chances that places like Hyderabad, which has a lot of community sensitive spot, it can really flare up, because there can be counter reaction from the other side, and it can really spiral into a controversy. So we should go slow, but we should definitely punish these people in the strongest of terms.
Right. Mr. Ishwar, thank you so much for being a part of this discussion. I'm also joined on the broadcast by Mr. Shiraj Nair, member of the VHP. Mr. Nair, your first reactions to what is coming out of Khairatabad in Hyderabad?
Well, it's really sad, and I would rather say this is all planned, and this sort of intolerant activities has been a fashion in Hyderabad, which is led by, where the MP is Mr. Asuddin Owensi, and the local MLA is his brother Akbaruddin, who has been known for giving inflammatory speeches and provoking Muslims against Hindus. And this perpetrator should be given stringent punishment, and an example should be set. Now, these people start, and if there is a reaction, and the so-called seculars and the Sikh people, they will attack the people who are going to react. First of all, nobody is bothered. These people who come with a placard or who raise slogans selectively, these selective activists never ever talk about this kind of incidences. But if any reaction is made, then they will cry and howl. The problem is, and I'm sure there is going to be a reaction. Why will Hindus sit quiet? This is the problem with them. A train carnage, nobody wants to speak. Post train carnage.
Mr. Nair, like our earlier spokesperson was also talking about, we have to actually ascertain facts first. We do not know, because these women have not yet revealed their identity. We do not know if it is a clear attempt to create unrest. We do not know what community. As of now, let's wait for those facts to actually come to light. Let's wait for the police to react. Right now, we can't rabble-rouse. That is also something that actually must be done to take into stock everything that is happening and to speak responsibly.
No, madam, listen, in Hyderabad, there is a fashion of abusing Hindu gods and goddesses.
Okay.
And only reactions are being addressed. Like Raja Singh is being targeted, but not Akbaruddin Owaisi, who was left out. So the problem is, this kind of one-sided, uncalled actions are not at all criticized by the so-called secular parties. So, and if somebody will react, then the action will be on the reaction.
All right.
So we have to ensure that this kind of hooliganism, this kind of heinous acts against Hindu, targeted hate violence against Hindus should be addressed first.
It's not just about one religion. I think there was an attempt to create unrest, because we are also told, Mr. Nair, that the statue of Mother Mary was also something that they tried to reface. Rahul Ishwar also continues to be with us on the broadcast. Mr. Ishwar, would you like to respond to these statements that are coming to light by the VHP also, and considering he's talking in general of what is evidently happening in the state of Hyderabad?
Yeah, two submissions. One, I am totally with the sentiments of Nair sir, because I am also a proud practicing Hindu. At the same point of time, we should realize that first is facts. We don't know what has happened.
Yes.
So let us ascertain the facts. Let us understand who they are. Are they miscreants? Are they from the community that is purported to be? If they are, they should definitely be punished. If it has any other angle, that should also be explored. And please remember, I am a person who really likes Modi ji. But
Mr. Ishwar, I'm afraid I'll just have to interrupt you here.